The path was a jagged wound in the mountainside. Jesus led the way, his stride steady, while Peter, James, and John struggled behind him. The night air hung thick and heavy, pressing against their lungs. A bitter mountain wind bit through their thin, tattered robes, stealing the heat. Every step was a battle against gravity. Their legs burned with a dull, throbbing fire. They were men at the edge of their strength, following a master driven by purpose. Finally reaching the solitary peak, the three disciples collapsed onto the cold ground. They fought a losing war against sleep, their vision blurring as they watched Jesus. He stood alone on a high, flat rock, a solitary silhouette carved against the stars. He stared into the darkness of the valley below, silent and resolute. The disciples huddled together, their breathing heavy in the quiet night. The world felt ancient, still, and dangerously empty. Suddenly, the stillness shattered. A faint, pulsing glow flickered around Jesus. It started as a dim hum of light, then surged with a blinding intensity. Jesus stood at the absolute center of this celestial radiance. His clothes transformed, turning a dazzling, impossible white. Peter, James, and John scrambled backward in terror, shielding their faces. Within the brilliance, two figures, ancient and ethereal, materialized. They stood on either side of the Lord, their lips moving in a silent conversation. The disciples jolted fully awake, the sudden brightness forcing them to their knees. The light swirled around them like shards of the sun itself. It was a light not of this world. Then, as quickly as the storm of light had arrived, the howling mountain wind vanished. An absolute, heavy silence descended upon the peak. The disciples remained frozen, their hearts hammering against their ribs. The pulsing light began to recede, drawing back into the darkness. The two ancient figures dissolved into the mountain mist. The transition was jarring. The cold returned, the shadows lengthened. The supernatural weight of the moment settled into their bones like lead. The mountain was quiet again. Jesus stepped down from the high rock, his appearance returning to normal. Yet, his eyes held a depth of eternity that made the three men look away. They huddled together on the cold stone, chests heaving. No one spoke. The silence was a wall between them. They gripped their robes with white knuckles, staring at the dirt. The mountain was quiet again, but they were changed forever.